Damn, GG's. Ball is gonna get nerfed now, chat. Flats made a video about it being too strong. Fuck. GG's. Well, was nice. Was nice at it last. Okay, so basically, Flats made a video about, well, let me see the thumbnail. Pretty pog. It says, did they buff Wrecking Ball a little
recently.
too much in
I've
Overwatch
mostly
2?
kept them to myself, but
Okay, it's a question, so it's not like saying that it's the thing.
the fact that people still think Orisa is good is mind-blowing. It's like, dude, y'all are still stuck in the past.
What? Orisa is still pretty good in my opinion, isn't she? I never thought about it, but I think Orisa is still pretty like a character that has like so many good things about her kit. It's always gonna be good. Like literally, Orisa is one of the characters that has a little bit of everything, so she's always gonna be good. She's never gonna be like super low tier when it comes to if she's good in comp or not.
Y'all have no idea how strong this ball meta will be. You'll have no idea how slept on Ryan is now at this point with the buffs he has. So there's your slow, heavy-based tank comps and your fast dive-based tank comps. And then Sigma's still good on sniper maps like Circuit Royale. It's just this never-ending cycle of everyone just complains about whatever tank is meta.
But you're
for
doing
like 2
it!
weeks, and it's like, guys, we played Double Shield for like 2.5 years. I think a tank being meta and then being swapped up through a balance patch is probably the best thing we've ever had in history. Like, please, for the love of Christ.
He's right about that though. Like, I think meta is good as long as they don't last too long.
I wish people cared. Okay.
I mean, what he's
So
talking
have very
about,
little
I
sympathy for
understand
people's characters
that
getting dumped on at this point.
he likes that there is constant
It's been
updates
interesting
and
to see
constant
the
changes to
debates
the
between
meta,
people
right?
that say,
Because,
oh,
well, in the
this is
past,
buffed or
we
this
were
is
stuck with the
nerfed,
same
and
meta
it's
for like
honestly, dude,
so long.
I'm just convinced none of us
It
know
was
what
not
we're
2
talking
years,
about
but it was really, really long.
anymore. Sombra buff, though?
Like 6 months.
I mean, Sombra needed something. Sombra was toast. But to be honest with you, Sombra should stay toast until they rework her invisibility. Because a character that can stay invisible forever has legitimately
I don't know
no
about that.
counterplay, and it's just ass to play against. It's just ass.
I mean, I
And
play Wrecking
yesterday,
Ball
I don't know
against
who
Sombra
anyone saw,
every
but, like,
time.
late last
And the
night, me and
biggest
Karki were
counter
playing,
is
we
not
played a game
Sombra,
of
it's Zen.
Frank's support, and I literally got hacked, pile drived, and one tapped on Ana. Like, I heard the ball was up above me. I was looking up at him, and then I heard beep boop beep boop, hacked, slammed. I couldn't throw my nade against the wall while I was in midair. I was sitting there like looking at the wall, spamming E for the second it came back online, and I was dead.
He talking about he being ball. Like, if you're getting, that's the thing. You see, like, if you play Wrecking Ball and you're getting hacked in the sky, that's because you're slamming and you're going high when you shouldn't if they have Sombra. So basically, with Wrecking Ball, if they have counters, you don't want to be slamming. You want to play more vertical. But of course, if you don't main ball, you don't know this kind of stuff because you don't have enough experience playing against counters. So if the enemy team has a lot of CC, you don't want to like go super high and slam because you're very vulnerable while in the sky and you are very obvious. You want to use third person well, and most of the time you want to play vertical, which is like not using slam. Because slam, although it's strong, you become very vulnerable when you do slam because you don't have a fortify when you slam. You don't have anything that stops people from CCing you. Also, when you slam, like people know where you're gonna land, right? Vertical or horizontal. Oh, my bad. I changed it. So if the FCC need to play horizontal, horizontal, it's like this. I don't know the difference. Fuck. Of course, if you're playing against a Sombra and you're gonna go high, you're gonna get hacked, right? But this just shows that people don't have experience with ball. They don't know how to play against counters. That's why I always thought that if you can do something, you should do more of it, not less. For example, if you're playing Wrecking Ball and they have Sombra, you should not swap. You should actually force Wrecking Ball to learn how to play against Sombra. Now, if it's like a top 10 game and they pick all counters, you're probably going to have a hard time. But that barely happens, you know? So yeah, if they have counters, you see Sombra, Og, Zen, you don't want to play vertical. You want to play horizontal, okay?
You think Ball is too tanky? I think Ball is going to get the Doom treatment. Because we learned something in Overwatch 1. Let me show you what we learned. So you see Zenyatta. So Zenyatta bar.
I mean, half of the video, he's not talking about Wrecking Ball.
It used to go.
The title is just so good. Did you bait people?
So what would happen is Zen could play kind of aggressive, like, you know, take some good angles, take damage, and his armor would tank and his shield would disappear. He'd peek back for 2 seconds, and don't forget there was no passive for self-healing. So it'd be like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Shields would come back online, and then he could poke back out and just keep going. The other advantage to this was if there's a Tracer dueling him, Tracer can really roll Zen. However, the armor is extremely effective against Tracer because her damage is small pellets.
I don't know. I
Tracer
don't care
would
about this
immense
talking
chunk
about
down
the Zen.
and you never could get there before you would get help, before like you would just 5, I think, HP total, where you literally had your health bar pretty much look like this, but instead of all armor, shield and armor.
Yes, exactly.
It was insane. So we learned that that was a bad idea, and there was a change made to Overwatch that armor will always go on top, right? So that means shield, other armor, whatever, rally armor would go.
Oh, that's
go
another
on top
thing.
of it. That way, that could be the.
Yeah, armor goes on top. Wrecking Ball doesn't have that, so he has like a nerf. Because if you get a lot of damage in, so if you damage his shields, and at the same time you damage the armor, if it's burst damage, not overtime. Imagine, for example, a Widow headshot, or damage boost, or like burst damage. If you get burst damage in the shields and the armor doesn't have the reduced damage, so that's kind of a nerf, because the shield goes first.
First thing that gets chunked off, because it wouldn't regenerate. Also, at the time, rally armor didn't dissipate over time. It was permanent until you took damage or the brig swapped. So if I roll down here and just start taking damage by these bots, then I roll away, shield would regenerate on its own. Armor is a net, I think it's a net 30% damage reduction across the board.
Is he gonna mention the nerf though that I just talked about?
Watch me, I'm gonna keep taking some damage. Keep taking damage, keep taking damage. I'm gonna get down to like 100 health. This is why it's spooky. Okay, you went what? You went up. Yeah, alrighty. Boom. Oh god, I almost died. Run away, run away, run away, run away. 1 health pack from 100 HP. I'm back at 511.
Okay, this is fucked up. I think this is the overreacting thing.
1 health pack.
Okay, first, the thing that he's lying about is that he has 50%, like he has 50 less health, by the way, chat. This is the open queue rules. I don't know if he's going to mention that. But you see how people manipulate a lot the information that you get on YouTube. Maybe he doesn't know, maybe he doesn't understand. But for example, he's not going to speak about the fact that the armor got nerfed, because if it's burst down between the shields and the armor, maybe he just doesn't know. You have that extra nerf, right? Also, the fact that it's 50 HP less because he has the open rule queue, like on the practice range, it's the open queue rules.
From 108, 130, 140 HP to 511. So not only do you get to,
and the health pack is right there. Like the health pack is right there. Like most of the fights, you're not gonna fight close to a health pack. So as you can see, like he's overreacting a lot. There's 3 things that I just mentioned that is overreacting to it. Now he needs to do this because he's a content creator and he doesn't put all the things on it. But people that don't know about these 3 things that I just mentioned about him, well, for example, he also told that like you go in like this, like
health. This is why it's spooky. Okay, you went what? You went up. Yeah, alrighty.
Like against IRSR, you go win with this HP, you die in the air. Like what the fuck? Like this is such a overreaction. Do you see why content creators, like nowadays, they don't give a shit about like sharing the truth? Like this is the first mistake that you make, going with 100 HP into like 5 teammates. You're gonna die in the air if you not die before you're using the grapple. Like this is never gonna happen. A good ball will never do this. This is such a overreacting.
Oh god, I almost died. Run away, run away, run away, run away.
What do you mean almost? You're already dead. You're dead in the air. Like right here. You go in top 500 games and you just fucking die. Like literally. Here, right here. Oh, I have 100 HP. I'm gonna go in. You're dead here. There is no, you're dead. Right here, you're dead. Why? People like, do you see how content creators nowadays, they fucking lie about everything? Like Flats is an amazing guy. I'm sure he's a very kind and good human for sure. But he's a content creator and this is his business. So I advise to you, if you're watching his videos, like you need to ask yourself if it's true, the information that he's been sharing. I mean, everyone lies from now and then. But this is so annoying because content creators now is gonna speak bad about Wrecking Ball and he's gonna get nerfed again. When it's just not true. It's so unfair for us Wrecking Ball mains.
Oh, yeah, alrighty, boom. Oh god, I almost
And the
died.
problem
Run
is
away,
that
run away,
he's
run
the
away, run
biggest
away.
influencer there is out there. Like, this is so untrue. Like, he's a
One
very
health
good
pack.
person, but you need to understand he's also a very good businessman. Like, he knows exactly what
From
people
100
want to
HP.
watch.
I'm back
Like,
at 511.
everyone wants to watch this. Everyone wants to watch, like, a thumbnail like this. Look, chat. Everyone wants to watch this. Is it a bit too much? Because everyone doesn't enjoy, like,
have some
most of
great-
people don't enjoy Wrecking Ball.
I'm gonna get down to like 100 health. This is why it's spooky. Okay, you went for it. You went
Good
up,
knocks,
yeah,
yeah.
already, boom. Oh god, I almost
Like,
died.
you're
Run away,
dead.
run
You
away,
go
run
in with
away,
that
run away.
HP, you're dead. So, I mentioned you 4 things that you liked about this fact that he's trying to share.
1 health pack from 100 HP. I'm back at 511. 1 health pack from 108, 130, 140 HP to 511. So not only do you get to the 250 HP from the health pack, but you're also getting the 150 HP of the shield, because it heals from the bottom up, which means that you get the health first, then the armor.
It doesn't matter. In my opinion, a good Wrecking Ball, especially the higher rank you have, like, if you go win without your E, you die. That's just how it works, Wrecking Ball. Like, you commit into someone without your E and you die. So it doesn't matter if, like, for example, you go in with 100 HP and you're dead. Like, right here, you see how content creators like, look. Right here is talking about, like, he's gonna lose all HP. Like,
Keep taking damage, keep taking damage. Quite spooky. Okay, you went for it. You went up.
like, you go in with 111 HP, you die. Unless you have your E, which he does has. But this is very risky. Most likely you're gonna die in the air.
Alrighty, boom. Oh god, I almost died. Run away, run away, run away, run away.
And you never go through main,
Away.
you always get behind them. Okay, got the health pack. Now you can go in again if you have your E. But even if you, like, right here, I think it's very risky going into someone without your E, because a good Wrecking Ball always try to feed less, right? And since E gives less ulti charge, it's like a systematic way of, like, not feeding to the enemy team. Hello, Liz. I die lots to ball, but that's more of a personal problem and not OP at all, though. See, you're honest. You're honest with yourself. I do believe that it can be very, very annoying or so. Because, like, the way you counter Wrecking Ball is about game sense. You can be an amazing Anna and sleep counters Wrecking Ball so bad, but if you're not aware of it, like, that's how you counter Wrecking Ball, being aware of it. If you're just like ball is OP. No, if they have ball and you're playing Anna, you need to be in a position and aware of him. You need to save the sleep. You need to wait for the nade. But no one does that the lower the division you are. So they complain that ball is OP. No, it's not ball is OP. It's like your awareness is just not great yet.
The shield, because it heals from the bottom up, which means that
Heals for the bomb. Yeah, true. But that doesn't give Ball a lot of power just because his shields regen. Why? Because, again, I'm telling you, a good Wrecking Ball never goes in without his E. Never. His E, it's a quality life change. I mean, his shield is a quality life change that helps that when you're rotating, you get poked down. You don't need to get for the mini or the mega. You can just stay there and scout and go in at the right time. But you never go in without your E because you're going to feed. Like, every tank has a way of not feeding and staying in the fight. Wrecking Ball, it's a E. It doesn't have a shield, like a shield that stops damage. EZ also takes damage. EZ doesn't stop CC. Like, there's so many tanks that have a way to stop CC. Look, Orisa can stop CC with her Suck, can stop CC with Fortify. Zarya has the bubbles that can stop CC. Sigma has the shield, range. EZ also, his shift also stops CC. He eats stuff. Orisa also have the spin that stops CC. Matrix also stops CC with the, Diva with the Matrix also stops CC. Reinhardt stops CC with his fucking shield. Wrecking Ball doesn't have that. So going in without your E, it's a big mistake. It's probably the number one mistake that lower division Wrecking Ball mains do.
that you get the health first, then the armor,
I think Ball is mobility. Yeah, he's very mobile, that is for sure.
then the
One
shield,
of his strengths.
which means shield comes last, and shield will heal itself over time. That means that Ball before this patch, if it didn't have like really good support or an honor or something that could heal him on the fly, you would typically, if you were 1 HP, have to get.
But even on the run heals, like me as Wrecking Ball, I don't expect healers to heal me most of the time. especially during fights. Now, if I got the mega or when I'm backing up, I'm very close to my healers. Yeah, I stand still and they heal me. But if I feel like I'm on the flank and I can get the mega, like I always get the mega, prioritize getting the mega. And the reason why that is it's because Ball is super fast and he needs to wait for a Z cooldown to go back to the fight.
And it's before this patch, if it didn't have like really good support or an honor or something that could heal him on the fly.
Healing on the fly. Oh, I think it's like an expression, like heal him while he's rolling and so, right? I think that's what it means. I mean, yeah, sure, it's nice to have a healer that like heals you like when you're rolling around. But I think a good Wrecking Ball never expect heals. Like Wrecking Ball is one of the most independent tanks in the game. Like Rodok can heal himself or so, but Ro doesn't have the mobility that Wrecking Ball has. As Wrecking Ball, like you don't want to care too much if you're getting healed or not, because you need to wait for the cooldown of your E. So when you do that, you should get the megas. And besides, not only should get the megas, but you should set up. Most Wrecking Balls don't set up. Like he's telling about, he just goes in with 100 HP, like, and just fucking grapples in front of the enemy team and slams in front of the enemy team. A good Wrecking Ball never does that. A good Wrecking Ball never goes on the flank. He always gets behind. He always gets on the flank and use the most OP broken Wrecking Ball ability, which is the third person. No other character can do that, especially a thing.
You would typically, if you were 1 HP, have to take 2 mega health packs before coming back into the fight. You now only need 1 mega health pack. That is a massive, massive, massive change.
True, true. I don't know if I'm getting. The thing is, I'm never getting 2 health packs. See, like, since when you get 2 megas? Like when you're rotating cooldowns, bro. You never get 2 megas. Like, when does that actually happen? Maybe you get the mega and you get the mini, but like the megas are never together. So, like previously, you never get 2 megas. Like that just doesn't happen because the megas are not together. If anything, you get a mega and maybe get a mini, but you never in any secret tenses get 2 megas. So what he's talking about, like the argument that he's giving about that Wrecking Ball doesn't need to get the second mega, it's so wrong. It's a lie. It's a fucking lie. Wrecking Ball never gets a mega. Like, a Wrecking Ball never gets the second mega. You might get one and maybe get poked ill by your supports, but you get 1 mega. Your E cooldown is up, so you go in. Even if you're like 500 HP. It's more, even if you're 100 HP, as long as you're setting up correctly or so. As long as you have your E. This just shows that, like, the perspective... Do you see, chat, what I'm telling you? Like, the way he's explaining Wrecking Ball buffs, it's from a perspective of people that don't play good Wrecking Ball at all. And I know this might be a little bit too strong, but I feel like with 3k hours, I can tell you how to play Wrecking Ball. I feel like I have the authority to do it. And it's annoying because people that don't know how to play him watch this and they will believe them. Fucking 100k people. Like, by the end of the day, 100k people are gonna watch this and they're gonna believe him. And every argument that he used, it's fucking wrong. It's just not good. It's fake.
To how long he has to stay out of the fights. Compare that with Sombra, who also got a buff to not only her damage, but also to how long she can keep health packs hacked, and you can have a ball that's zipping in and out of fights very fast. Never mind, they also buffed his pile drive from 10 seconds to 8.
Wrecking Ball goes in and out of fights. The biggest factor that influences that decision going in and out, it's his E. His E cooldown didn't got change. It's nice to have that 150 HP regaining. It's a quality of life change, but it's not a playstyle change at all. The timing, it's the same that I have with Wrecking Ball. I've seen the pile drive sometimes in overtime or so, but you never want to slam without your E2 because you're gonna die. The higher the SR, the more truthful this statement is. Right? The timing of Wrecking Ball does not change. You always go in with your E. Your E is over, you get the fuck out. Otherwise, you're gonna feed. It's a life of quality change.
Seconds. They also buffed his arming time for his mines from 1.5 seconds to 1
That's a nice
second,
change.
Which
That's a nice change. I agree with it.
If you do the mine pile drive combo, you can insta one tap almost any squishy. Actually,
that is so fake. Like, that statement is so fucking fake. That is not true. That is not true.
any squishy.
You cannot one tap at all. Like sometimes you will, but you cannot do it at all if the player has the cooldowns.
Even beyond squishy.
Because mines can be destroyed, and you still have 1 second to do it, so
Pretty much.
it helps. And in some situations you don't have the cooldown, you might get rolled, but there's so many things that destroy the minefield. I hope he talks about that too. But this statement is fake.
Even beyond
He cannot one-shot every squishy. It's very situational. Most of the time, you won't even be able to one-shot anyone. It's more if people run to the minefields, or you booped into them, or you get lucky that they don't have the cooldowns because they used it previously.
squishy, pretty much.
Now, it helps. I'm not saying that it doesn't help. It helps. I've had maybe 10% more kills with Wrecking, but it's 10%. It's not like, oh, I can slam someone. Look, for example, Lanzo. Look, Jack. Oh my god, I one-shot him! What the fuck? I one-shot him! Mine's too strong. I just fucking one-shot him. If this guy is a good Danzo, he shifts in the air and wall climbs. Like, what are you talking about? Do you see this? Like, he just shifts in the air and wall climbs and he doesn't die. Besides, this guy, he didn't get one-shotted. He got slammed. He got 100%, like, he got 100 damage on him. He wouldn't get one shot there.
They cannot get out of the way. Like, unless they have some great movement ability, they're
Which Hanzo has.
wide ball.
Like, I do believe Wrecking Ball has always been OP, in my opinion, okay? But is also very high skilled. Very, very high skilled. So I always believe in Overwatch, OP character should be high skilled. And Wrecking Ball is one of those.
Health regen 250? Oh, yeah.
But he lied about the minefield. Hanzo has a shift and can just wall climb. Besides, if there is a Ana, destroys it. Dara can just destroy the mines. Sojourn can just destroy it. Every shield can just destroy it. You can just shoot. Look how many... Look, I can tell you how many abilities are in the game that can destroy mines. Jungle Queen just shifts. Or it's a fortify minefield. You but like any tank, you slam minefields and it's fucking useless. Reinhardt just shields. Ramatro presses shift and he doesn't die. So he said squishies, right? He said squishies. So tanks you don't one shot them, like whatever. Ash just coach them, dynamites the minefield, and they're fucking useless. Bastion has a hard time escaping, that's for sure. McCree just rolls out of the minefield. He can roll in the air, and he gets less damage taken. How many times Cassidy's, they just roll and get 2 mines on them and they survive, because the shift gives you defenses. Echo is in the sky. Genji can shift away, but I see a lot of Genji just shifting to the minefield. But Genji players are just another thing. Hanzo just shifts away. Hello by this. Junkrat, like a good Junkrat, it's always inside something, so it's always hard to see it. Are you live? Yes, I am. Why do people think that I'm not live? I never put a stream recording at all. Mei just shifts, and our ultimate just destroy all minefield. Far is in the sky. Reaper just shifts. Sojourn can shift away, because you have that 1 second you can shift in the air. I think. I'm not sure about that one though. But I'm pretty sure, like 80% sure that you can shift in the air while you slammed. Besides RE, just destroy all mines. Unlucky. Soldier doesn't have like a per se, but he can shift out if you're in the edge. But yeah, Soldier is a little bit vulnerable. Bastion is a little bit vulnerable. Sombra can TP away. Symmetra is a little bit vulnerable, but she can use her ultimate to destroy them. And the turrets will focus mine. But yeah, for example, Sim, Soldier, Bastion, they're all a little bit vulnerable. Torbit's a little bit vulnerable, but he can E and survive. Tracer just recall. Widow is like in fucking Africa. She should never get minefield. But if she does, she can just shift away. 2. Ana can nade. Bob can immortality field, jump out of the minefield and shift so he doesn't get one shot at. Brig, a good Brig like just shifts away from the minefield and just get her passive from the minefield. Kiriko just TPs out and these. Lucio, it's kind of vulnerable, but if he has beat, minefield useless. Mercy's flying, Mora fades away. Zen has strength, but if he doesn't have strength, he's a little bit vulnerable. So there is people that are a little bit vulnerable, but damn. If you do the combo, which is sometimes you don't have the timing to do it, which is the minefield slam, like as you can see, not everyone will get one shot at. And it's very situational.
Okay, so notice I'm 49 HP. I will get my 150 shields back, no problem. It's slightly less.
He's overreacting for the video, and he's lying to you all.
But that's the health bar. Still get the one.
Okay, so he did talk about that. It's roll Q options. Okay, so okay.
Shield back. You don't take as much damage as I just did. Well, that point, you get your armor.
Yes. What do you mean? You're getting damaged by a bot. I
Get the way Zen and the way Zen and Ball interact is not as like a countering relationship, but as like a mutual hatred. Zen is really good against Ball because of Discord Orb. You can start to blow him up easier. If you have a Tracer that just chases the ball.
So he said that Zen doesn't counter Ball. In my opinion, in higher divisions, Zen is the biggest Ball counter.
All around them.
Because everyone does 25 more damage. It's like everyone has a... and now, besides that, now he can kicks you, so it's harder to get close to him. And he can stop your fireball. In higher SR, Zen is the biggest counter.
Map
in higher division.
It's called marking. Where you put a Discord Orb on the Ball, you call out marking Ball, and then the Tracer just runs around the map, just chasing him the entire time. Can't really do a whole lot. Pair that with Sombra 2, Ball's not going to have a good time.
That is true. Okay, I didn't play about this one.
How it's really not that hard to pretty much delete him off the face of the planet.
In lower divisions, for example, if I am smurfing in Diamond and I see a Zen, I can kill him. But if I'm playing on my top 50 games, and I go on the Zen, and I stay shooting him from 1 second, I can guarantee you that I'm just dead. I'm just dead. Because the awareness of a higher SR is completely different than lower SR. Besides, in lower division, I don't expect a ball main to understand that if they have Zen, you need to hard focusing him. Or you cannot pick Zen that much if you're playing against ball comps. But you need to pick like a Lucio, for example, or an Ana, depending if the enemy team can get into your support. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Don't believe anything you see online.